Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Giri Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai Nityavala Vishnu Vishnupara Shatarashita Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki Jai Nityavala Vishnu Vishnupara Shatarashita Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nitya Vishnu Vishnupara Shuttara Shita Shishimari Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitya Vishnu Vishnupara Shuttara Shita Shishimari Bhaktivedanta Keshav Swami Maharaj Nitya Vishnu Vishnupara Shuttara Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Vishnu Vaishnava Sadi Jagannath Sadi Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Shri Narottam Shiva Shaman Shri Vishnu Sadi Shri Rup Sanatan Bhattaraghunath Shri Gopal Prabhashana Shard Gosai Yaki Shri Surat Kamadar Rai Ramananda Namachari Shri Haridas Thakur Prem Se Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Adi Shivas Gaur Sarva Abhishekadanta Giriraj Maharaj Pujai Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda Pujai Shri Manadevi Ramya Devi Pujai Shri Tulsi Maharani Devi Devi Pujai Shri Bhakti Devi Pujai Shri Purnamasi Bhagavani Pujai Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Pujai Shri one second, let me just get that. All Śaraṇāgati Kirtans of Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's Kalyana Kalpataru, Deepavali and Deepamala ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankar. Śrīla Bhakti Rakshakshira Gosai Maharaj's Laghu Chandrika Bhashya ki Jai. Jai Swaparsha Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I just realized that I was not using this mic, but now the echo should be gone, right? Sorry about that. Okay, great. Yeah, so in this weather, my throat got a bit weird. Like after it's been really muggy and I don't know. So right now it's really difficult for me to sing nicely and like hit all the notes properly. So that's why I decided to put on a drone. Since today is a special day in our program. We've now completed the first section of Śaraṇāgati. Yeah, so far I've been organizing the titles. I've been organizing the titles according to how it is in Śrīla Bhakti Rakshakshira Gosai Maharaj's Śaraṇāgati. And so he organizes it. He says the first four songs are in the section Dainya. But then if you look at Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's original, here, I'll just show you. This is really cool. So this is Sajantoshini published in 1892 to 1893. And so this is the first time that Śaraṇāgati was ever published. And in Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's original publishing of these songs, I mean, according to what we read before from Saraswati Jayashree, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura never published this as a book. He only published it in Sajantoshini in the magazine like this. And so in the original organization, it says Tatradhau Dainyātmaka Nivedana. So these are all the songs that were all the prayers full of humility in his Śaraṇāgati. And so it was, so this went all the way till Emona Durmati, what we just finished with. These are all in the Dainyātmaka Nivedana section. And then Śrīla Bhakti Puri Goswami, Śrīla Bhakti Rakshakshita Goswami Maharaj, he included these songs. Prabhu He Shunamor Duker Kahini, Prabhu He Tua Pade E Minati Mor, and Emona Durmati. Śrīla Shira Goswami Maharaj included those in Atma Nivedana. So, yeah. All right, so I'm not gonna talk so much now because we have 8 songs to get through. I'm not sure how we're gonna be able to do this in time, but I think we can do it. But yeah, I just want to quickly mention that I'm just now starting to get familiar with these songs for the first time. I mean, I've done programs in the past. I think 3 times we've done a program like during Chaturmasya, we would sing through these Śaraṇāgati songs every day. So yeah, I've done that program 3 times, but just singing the songs once and then moving on and like that, you don't really like, it's kind of like if you see somebody and you're like, hey, and then you like don't see them again. You don't really get to know them. And so this is the first time I've actually spent time with the songs and not rushed. But also just like if somebody, a new person comes into your life, they move into the same neighborhood or they move into the same house, it takes a while to get familiar with the person. You know, you might be friendly and you might like the person or whatever, but it's after living with the person for a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, then you're really, you're familiar with each other. And so it's like that with these songs. I find that, you know, now I'm just starting to memorize the songs and like focus on them for the first time. So I'm just now becoming acquainted with them, but over time I'll become more familiar with them. And also, it's not something that you do with your brain, of course, but if we can spend time in a prayerful mood, praying for Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's mercy, then yeah, the more you do that, the more these songs become really close. You start to get an attachment for them and they start to reveal themselves to you more and more. So I find it so helpful to try to memorize the songs also, because if you try to force yourself to memorize them, then you really have to focus on them like deeply, and you have to really contemplate them, and you have to, and yeah. And it's not about how many songs you commit to memory, but how much time you spend with them. So even if it takes you a very long time, even if it's like it takes you a couple months just to memorize one song, that's not a problem, because the main thing is, yeah, how much time you deeply spend on them, just deeply thinking about them. And the most helpful thing for memorizing is when you have to try to recall it. Like, I find it's actually pretty useless just looking at the song. I mean, it's a little bit helpful in the beginning, but just looking at the song over and over again, that's more passive. But the more effort you put into trying to recall it, then the more it will stick in your brain. I remember Śrīla Bhakti, when I was living in Keshavji Gaudiya Math in Mathura, I think this was in 2006 or 2007. Actually, no, the whole time I was there. So up until 2010. I used to do kirtan with Sheshai Prabhu every morning. You know, Sheshai Prabhu, he actually took saffron cloth the same day that our Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada took sannyas. He was in Keshavji Gaudiya Math for that sannyas ceremony. Yeah, he told me that's when he put on saffron cloth. And so he's been doing kirtan there ever since that time, since he was young. And but he would give a lot of emphasis on these Śaraṇāgati kirtans. And sometimes I would sing some other more esoteric kirtan by heart. But then he would see me look at the book for one of these Śaraṇāgati songs, and he'd chastise me. He's like, "Oh, you know all these other songs, but you don't know the most basic foundational songs, like these Śaraṇāgati songs." And he would chastise me when he'd see me use the book. And so that started getting me in the habit of trying to memorize the songs before I go for kirtan. And that habit helped me so much, because you can read a song 100 times and but if you're and not memorize it, it's really important and helpful to try to recall the song without looking. And it will be very difficult and you won't be able to recall much. But once you put in a little bit of effort and then you go to the book, what was that part again? And then you go to the book and you see it. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. And you keep on doing that, then very quickly the songs will start to stick. And the more songs you memorize, the easier it becomes to memorize more songs, because you start to become familiar with the words in the songs and you'll see those same words all throughout. And yeah, it just becomes easier and easier. But all right. So yeah. Oh, and I've been finding this WhatsApp group where we can share when we've memorized the song, and we get to share it in the group after we've memorized it. That's been really motivating for me. And I hope some of you will also be able to like participate in this, because it's I find it really helpful just to have people to stay accountable to and to encourage each other. And yeah, if there's any way I can help also with encouragement or with understanding the meanings of any of the words or anything I can do, this is something I'd love to help with. All right, so let's begin. I guess how shall we do this? Maybe I'll read the translations and sing the verse. Read the translation, sing the verse, and try to get through the first 8 songs. I think that's how I'll do it. Let me turn off noise suppression. Oh, and let me just see all who's here first. Okay, Hare Krishna, Ganga Mataji, Satya Mataji. Oh, you're on YouTube also. Raseshwari Mataji and Rukmini Didi. And here, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Madhavendra Puri Prabhu, Manjulali Didi, Satya Mataji on Zoom, Shri Devi Didi, Sarveshwari Mataji, Anjali Didi, Archana Didi, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, and Goranga Prabhu. Right. Oh, and another thing that I've found with memorizing these songs, so far I've memorized the first 6. I almost have the first 8 memorized. Just the last 2 I still need to send it into the group. But what I found is in the very beginning with the songs, it was very difficult to memorize, and I'd put all this effort into memorizing it, and then I'd forget it the next day, and I was like, why do I have such a bad memory? But since I've just been revisiting them every day, what I do is I take a morning walk every morning, and when I'm on the morning walk, I try to memorize the songs. And then, if I'm not able to memorize it, I try, and then I have to look at the book. And I've been doing that every day, and now it's like effortless to go through the songs in my head. So it's also just, don't worry if in the beginning, even like the first 5 days, first 6 days, every single day it feels like you have to re-memorize the song because you keep on forgetting it. But over time, it naturally just starts to stick. But if you just keep with it, then now we've been doing this program for 2 weeks. So, and now just with keeping with it for 2 weeks, now they're there. And there's a whole scientific thing. What is it called? What is it called? Spaced repetition. Yeah, spaced repetition. It's all there's a whole science behind it, and I'd like to go through that with all of you sometime. Spaced repetition and active recall. It's the whole, yeah. But that's more important than anything. It's not memorizing the song, but also more important than that is continuously revisiting the song over and over, and then eventually it will be cemented in your brain, and you'll never forget it. All right. So,
Oh wait, and I'm just looking at the comments. There's a bunch of comments there. Oh, okay. All right. So let me just turn on that drone because I'm off tune right now. It's really difficult for me to stay on tune right now. Let's wait till. Okay. I hope that's not too annoying, that sound in the background. Okay. Let's do Mangala Charan first, and then we'll start. Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Vidito Koriya Gurvanvaye Bhattor Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Maya Varati Mingilo Daragatan Udritya Jivan Niman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukham Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje Vande Bhaktivinodam Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radha Rasa Sudhanidhim Namo Bhaktivinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupanugavarayate Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha vrishabhanusutan vitavamatanum yamuna tatanagaranandasutam Murali Kalagita Vinora Param Bhaja Godrumakanana Kunja Vidum Smara Gaura Gadadara Kelikalam Bhava Gaura Gadadara Pakshachara Shrinu Gaura Gadadara Charukatam Bhaja Godrumakanana Kunja Vidum Tavai vasmi na jivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya devi tvam nayamang charanantikam bhaktya vihina aparada lakshay kshiptascha kamadittaranga madhe kripa mai tvam sharanam prapanna Vrinde namaste charanarvindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just one more thing I want to mention, that like for memorizing these songs, we're not memorizing them so that you can lead them in kirtan from memory. Although, I mean, you can do that and it's nice, but that's not the point of it. The point of it is to spend time deeply immersed in these kirtans. And so, yeah, that's the main point. And now that I have like almost have the first 8 in my head, now I can spend time with them at any time. Like I could just be sitting in the car. I did that when I was getting shaved. I couldn't be doing anything at that time, I just had to sit there. And so then just in my mind, I went through the first 8 songs of Śaraṇāgati. And yeah, it's a nice thing to have it with you all the time. Then yeah. And I think after, yeah, I'd love to do this program again, because right now when I'm going through the songs with you, I'm learning them for the first time. I don't know the songs yet either, and so you're more like my study buddies. Rather, I'm not teaching anything. You're like my study buddies, and so but after I've spent a lot of time with the songs, I think I would be able to do a lot more of a nice program going through them, because I'll be a lot more familiar with them. So I would like to do this again, maybe in a couple years from now or something like that. Just go through everything, all these Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura songs over again. Yeah. And I remember when I was with Shesha Prabhu and I'd be singing a song, and then I'd forget the line. That was one of the most helpful things, because I would, oh God, what was it? And I'd mess up, but then I would never forget it again. So forgetting the words to a song is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You don't need to like beat yourself about it and like, oh God, I just have such a, no, it helps you really cement it in when you forget it. So, okay, let's begin. Where is it? Oh, I forgot to open up the file. Oh, and now we've, where is it? Huh, that's weird. Okay. And these songs now are, like Vaijanti Mala, she just finished editing these. And so these are what's going to go in, you're the first people to see these translations though, but these are going to go into the new edition of Gaudiya Giti Gucha. Anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulya vivarjanam rakshishyatiti vishvaso goptritve varanam tata atmanikshepa karpanye sharvidha sharanagati. Actually, I think how I'm going to do this is I'm going to read the full translation of the song and then sing the whole song together. So we won't break it up verse by verse like that. Out of compassion for the living beings, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended in this world along with his personal associates and divine abode. In order to bestow the extremely rare treasure of Prem Bhakti, he taught Śaraṇāgati, which is the life and soul of the devotees. Humility, submission of the self, acceptance of the Lord as one's only maintainer, faith in Krishna's protection, acceptance of acts favorable for bhakti, and rejection of that which is unfavorable. The son of Nanda Maharaj hears the prayers of whoever embodies these 6 limbs of Śaraṇāgati. With a straw between his teeth, Bhaktivinoda prostrates before Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan, embracing their lotus feet. I was just looking here, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura actually says Dui Padadori here. So embracing the feet of Sri Rupa and Sanatan and weeping, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, I am the lowest of men. Kindly teach me unconditional surrender and make me an excellent Vaishnav. This is also a little bit different. Let's just see in the original. Says Rupa Sanatana Pada Dvandve Trinakori. It's kind of interesting to see how it is originally written. Rupa Sanatana Pade Dvandve Trinakori. But I mean, it's very likely Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura also made corrections to these himself. He did that with Kalyana Kalpataru. You'll see they're all changed a little bit. from when he originally published them. So he revised it all. So. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Swapashara Sriya Dhamma Sahayava Tari Atyanta Durlabha Prema Koribare Dana Shikhaya Śaraṇāgati Bhakatera Prana Dainyātmaka Nivedana Goptritve Varan Avashya Rakhive Krishna Vishvasa Palana O Bhakti Anukula Matra Karyera Shrikara Bhakti Prati Kula Bhava Varjanangi Kar Sharanga Śaraṇāgati Hoi Beja Hara Tahara Prarthana Shune Śrīnanda Kumar Rupa Sanatana Pare Dante Trina Kori Bhaktivinoda Pore Dui Pada Dhori Bhaktivinoda Pore Dui Pada Dhori Kandiya Kandiya Pole Ami Toya Dhama Shikhaye Śaraṇāgati Korohe Uttama Kandiya Kandiya Pole Ami Toya Dhama Shikhaye Śaraṇāgati Korohe Uttama Shikhaye Śaraṇāgati Korohe Uttam Jai Rupa Sanatan Jai Rupa Sanatan Jai Rupa Sanatan Jai Rupa Sanatan Jai Swaparshara Jai Gaura Hari Swaparshara Jai Gaura Hari Jaya Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Bhaktivinoda Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. I think something I should do is go through. Today we're going to read the translation and then sing the songs. And then maybe tomorrow, I'll try to sing the songs as simply as I can, and I'll repeat every line twice so that you can hear it one time and then repeat after me, singing each line. And we can take 2 days to do it. This is just an idea that came to my head. Yeah, let me know if you like that idea. Then, yeah. Forgetting you and falling into worldliness, I've suffered many pains. Now, falling at your feet, I shall tell you my woeful tale. When I was in my mother's womb, I was tightly confined. Once, O Lord, you appeared to me. However, this lowly servitor was simply cheated. For I thought that I would take birth and serve you. Instead, I was born and fell into the net of Maya without a trace of wisdom. Smothered with affection by my family members, sitting in their laps laughing, I wasted time. I forgot everything for the fondness of my parents. Worldly life struck me as quite appealing. I gradually became a small child, playing with other small children. As my awareness of the world grew, I began my daily schooling. Proud of my learning, I traveled abroad in search of wealth. Fixated on the maintenance of my family, I forgot you, O Hari. Now aged Bhaktivinoda weeps, greatly distressed. In not serving you, all my days were wasted. Now what will become of me? I think this is a little bit too high. Let me make the drone a little bit lower. Let's see, right now it's on C. I gotta try it on D. Yeah, I think D's better. Let's do D. I don't normally use a drone, but just today, since I'm having throat problems with my voice. O boliya tomare sansare asiya pe nana vida vyatha. Oh wait, that's higher, isn't it? See, I'm not used to doing this kind of thing. Okay, C is lower, duh. Alright, let's keep it on C. Okay. O bhuliya tomare sansare asiya pe nana vida vyata tomara charane আসিয়াছি আমি বলিব দুঃখের কথা জননী জঠরে ছিলাম যখন বিষম বন্ধন পাশে একবার প্রভু দেখা দিয়া মোরে বঞ্চিলে এ দিন দাসে তখন ভাবিন জনম পাইয়া করিব ভজন তব জনম হইল পরিমায়া চলে না হইল জ্ঞান লব আদরের ছেলে স্বজনের কোলে হাসিয়া কাটানো কাল জনক জননী স্নেহেতে ভুলিয়া সংসার লাগিল ভালো ক্রমে দিন দিন বালক হইয়া খেলিন বালক সহ আর কিছু দিনে জ্ঞান উপজিল পাঠ পড়ি অহরহ বিদ্যার গৌরবে ভ্রমি দেশে দেশে ধন উপার্জন করি স্বজন পালন করিয়ে কমনে ভুলিনু তোমারে হরি অবার দেখে এখন ভক্তি বিনোদ কান্দিয়া কাতর অতি না ভজিয়া তোরে দিন বৃতা গেল এখন কি হবে গতি এখন কি হবে গতি That was also way too high for me. I don't know which key is my... Let's see. What's this like? What's A like? Avidara vilase kataino kala. Let's try B. Maybe B is good. Sorry guys, I'm not experienced with this. Avidyara vilase. Okay, I think B is good. Let's try B. Okay. There. With great confidence, I spent my time wrapped in learning. I have never worshipped your feet, but now you are my refuge. As I persevered with my studies, my anticipation and self-assurance grew, and I believed I would find fulfillment through that knowledge. That hope proved futile, for such knowledge is feeble. I have come to realize that such knowledge is ignorance. All materialistic knowledge is the glittering allure of Maya and a hindrance to bhajan. It spawns a deluding infatuation with this fleeting world and turns the jiva into a donkey. Having become such a donkey, I have borne the load of materialistic life for an extremely long time. Now aged and incapacitated, I find no satisfaction in anything. Life is a torment now. All my learning has proven to be ignorance. The searing agony of that ignorance has become intolerable. That supposed knowledge has become a dagger in my heart. Apart from your feet, there is nothing of value within this material existence. Having forsaken worldly knowledge, Bhaktivinoda has made your feet his all in all. Avidyara vilase kataino kal parama sahase ami tomara charan na bhajino kabo ekhon sharana tumi Viporite porite bharasa barilo gyane gati hobe mani She asha vifal she gyana durbal she gyana ya gyana jani Jada vidya jata mayar vaibhava tomar bhajane abadha amoha janamiya anitya sansare jiva ke koro ye gadha she gada hoye সংসারের বোঝা বহিন অনেক কাল আবার বার্ধক্যে এখন শক্তির অভাবে কিছু নাহি লাগে ভালো জীবন যাতনা হইল এখন সে বিদ্যায় বিদ্যা ভেদ বিদ্যার জ্বালা ঘটিল বিষম সে বিদ্যা হইল শেল তোমার চরণ বিনা কিছু ধন সংসারে নাই আছে আর ভক্তি বিনোদ জড় বিদ্যা ছাড়ি তুয়া পদ করে সার তুয়া পদ করে সার সংসারে নাই আছে During my youth, I became greatly desirous of amassing wealth. Remembering my religious obligations, I then took a wife's hand in marriage. In establishing a household together, so much time was wasted. Several sons and daughters were born to us, and my heart became stricken with responsibility. Actually, it doesn't say several, it says many. The burden of family obligations intensified day by day, leaving life's objective left to stagnate. Besieged on all sides by the onset of old age, my mind became agitated. Agitated with disease and feverish with anxiety, my mind burns with wants and needs. Seeing no respite and enveloped in darkness, now I am terrified. The current of worldly life carries on unabated as an abysmal demise draws near. To be able to settle my worldly matters, and worship you seems like a futile hope. Bhaktivinoda says, "Now listen, Prabhu, I have no refuge. Without your favor, everything is hopeless. Grant me refuge at your feet." যৌবনে যখন ধন উপার্জনে হইন বিপুল অকামে ধর্ম স্মরিয়া গৃহিণীর কর ধরিন তখন আমি সংসার পাতায়ে তাহার সহিত কালক্ষয় কইনু কত বহু সুত সুতা জনম লোভিল মরমে হইনু হত সংসারের ভার বাড়ে দিনে দিনে অচল হইল গতি বার্ধক্যায় আসিয়া ঘেরিল আমারে অস্থির হইল মতি পীড়ায় অস্থির চিন্তায় জ্বরিত ভাবে জ্বলিত চিত্ত উপায় না দেখি অন্ধকারময় এখনো হয়েছি ভীত সংসার তটিনী স্রোত নহে শেষ মরণ নিকটে ঘোর সব সমাপিয়া ভজিব তোমায় এ আশা বিফল মোর এবে শুনো প্রভু আমি আমি গতিহীন ভক্তি বিনর কই তব কৃপা বিনা ও সকলি নিরাশা দেহ মোরে পদাশ্রয় ও দেহ মোরে পদাশ্রয় তব কৃপা বিনা সকলি নিরাশা দেহ মোরে পদাশ্রয় দেহ মোরে পদাশ্রয় My life is perpetually dedicated to sin. Thus, I am without a trace of piety. I have given others great anxiety and brought only misery to living beings. For the sake of my own pleasure, I am not afraid to commit any sin. Devoid of all compassion and full of selfishness, I feel sorrow at the happiness of others. I am an inveterate liar, and the misery of others delights me. There are unlimited material desires within my heart. I am full of anger and devoted to false pride. Indeed, I am always intoxicated by conceit and bewildered by mundane enjoyment. Envy and egotism are my ornaments. Plagued by indolence, I am disinclined to perform pious work, but I am enthusiastic to undertake forbidden deeds. For want of prestige, I behave most duplicitously. I have been destroyed by greed and am always filled with desire. Being such a miscreant and being rejected by saintly persons, I am a perpetual offender. Devoid of good deeds and habituated to vice, I am oppressed by various miseries. Now, in old age, I am deprived of any remedy. Thus, the humbled and poor Bhaktivinoda submits his sorrows at the feet of the Lord. Amar Jivan Sada Pape Rata Nahi ko punye lesha pare re udvek diyachi je koto diyachi jive re klesha nija sukha lagi pape nahi dori doyahina swarta para para sukhe dukhi sada mithya bhashi para dukha sukha karo ashesha kamana hriday maje moy krodhi damba parayana madamata sada vishaye mohita hingsa karva vibhushana nidralasya hata sukarye virata akarye udyogi আমি প্রতিষ্ঠা লাগিয়া ও সাঠয়াচরণ লোভ হত সদা কামি এহেন দুর্জন সজন বর্জিত অপরাধী নিরন্তর এহেন দুর্জন সজন বর্জিত অপরাধী নিরন্তর শুভ কার্য শূন্য সদা নর্তমনা নানা দুঃখে জর জর বাদাকে এখন উপায় বিহীন তাতে দিনকে জানা ভক্তি বিনয় প্রভুর চরণে ভক্তি বিনয় ও প্রভুর চরণে করে দুঃখ নিবেদন ও করে দুঃখ নিবেদন O Lord, please hear my sad story. I drank the poison of worldly enjoyment, mistaking it to be nectar. Now the sun is setting on the horizon of my life. I squandered my early years in play and my boyhood in schooling, so I never developed a good sense of right and wrong. In my youth, allured by worldly pleasures, I settled into family life, where progeny and acquaintances increased greatly. As old age set in, all pleasure fled away. Under the grip of disease, I've become anxious and distressed. All my senses dull and my body frail, I remain despondent in the absence of physical pleasures. I am without a trace of wisdom and deprived of bhakti ras. What recourse do I have left? You are the friend of the fallen, and I am the lowest of sinners. Kindly lift me up and place me at your feet. Consider what I am now, and you will find no good qualities. Therefore, kindly abandon all judgment and simply make me drink the ambrosia of your lotus feet, thereby delivering this Bhaktivinoda. Oh, and I looked at at the original for this song just this morning, and I saw it says, it doesn't say Aobi, it says Abahi. Abahi. I think that's right. Let's just look really quickly. Sorry, 1 second. Shunomor duker kafini. Yeah, it says Abahi. Okay. Oh Prabhu hey. I'm gonna do it. Oh Prabhu hey, oh Shuno mon dukher kahini, oh Bishay hola holo Sudha, oh Sudha bane piyalo Abhavasana dina mane শুনো মোর দুঃখের কাহিনী খেলা রসে শৈশব পোড়াইতে কৈশোর কোয়াউলো না পেল বিবেক ভোগবশে যৌবনে ঘর পাতি বসিল সুতমিত বারলয়নে বৃদ্ধকাল আওলো সব সুখ ভাগল পীড়াবশে হইনু কাতর সর্বেন্দ্রিয় দুর্বল ক্ষীণ কলেবর ভোগা ভাবে দুঃখিত অন্তর জ্ঞান লভহীন ভক্তি রসে বঞ্চিত আর মোর কি হবে উপায় পতিত বন্ধু তুহ পতিতায় ধম হাম পতিত বন্ধু তুহ পতিতায় ধম হাম কৃপায় উঠাও তব পায় কৃপায় উঠাও তব পায় কৃপায় উঠাও তব পায় কৃপায় উঠাও তব পায় বিচারিতে আবহি পুনঃ নাহি পাওবে কৃপা করো ছোড়া তো বিচার তব পদ পঙ্কজ সিদুপি পাওত ভক্তি বিনোদে করো পার ভক্তি বিনোদে করো পার তব পর পঙ্কজ সিদুপি বাওত তব পর পঙ্কজ সিদুপি বাওত ভক্তি বিনোদে করো পার ভক্তি বিনোদে করো পার On my own, I drink the poison, the hala hala, the poison of Vishai. Bhane means bhane, means brahme, means mistaking it to be sudha, to be nectar. Piyandu, I've drunken that. And this is the result of drinking that poison. All this song is showing the result of drinking that poison. So then he ends. Oh Lord, kindly tava para pankaja siddhu pibaoto. Please make me drink the siddhu, the nectar of tava pada pankaja, of the lotus of your feet, and thus deliver Bhaktivinoda. Bhaktivinoda koro par. O Master, this is my supplication at your feet. My desert-like heart rejected the tender leaves of your feet, having been consumed by excessive indulgence and worldly pleasures. I do not find the strength to rise again. Each passing day brings only despair. It is said that you are the refuge of the destitute. Thus, all my hopes rest solely at your feet. Nowhere will you encounter anyone as pitiful as me. Please show me your grace. In the company of your devotees, immersed in the joy of Harikatha, I may relinquish my faults. Longing to pass my days and nights uttering your name within your holy abode, Bhaktivinoda begs the supremely soothing shade of your feet. O Prabhu He, tu apare e minati mor Prabhu hai tu apare e minati mor o tu apara pallava Tyaja tomaru mana Vishama vishaye bhelo bhor Tu apare e minati mon Uthawite takata puna nahi miloy Anudin karo tasha Tina jana nata to kohawasi Tina jan nato kohawasi Tohari charana mama asha Tohari charana mama asha Aichana dina jan kahi nahi miloy Toho more karo parasara Tua jana shange tua katharange Tua jana shange tua katharange Chara ho shakala para mar Chara ho shakala para mara Tua dhama mahe Tua nama gao to Goa ombo divanishi asha Tua pada chaya Parama shushitala O tua pada chaya Parama shushitala Mage bhakti vinod das Mage bhakti vinod das Mage bhakti vinod das. Okay, now the last song. Emona Durmatu. O Lord, I am so unfortunate, I am so wicked to have fallen into this material world. But you have sent an exalted soul, one of your own associates, to save me. Being compassionate upon seeing me in such a fallen condition, he said, O humbled soul, listen to this good advice by which your heart will become joyful. To deliver you, Sri Krishna Chaitanya has descended to the land of Navadvip. He has led so many poor and lowly souls like you across the ocean of material existence. In order to fulfill the promise of the Vedas, he has appeared with a golden complexion as the son of a Brahmin. Known by the name Mahaprabhu, he and his brother, the Avadut Nityananda, have caused all of Nadia to become maddened in divine ecstasy. Sri Chaitanya, who is directly the son of Nanda, has saved the world by distributing his own holy name. You go also and receive your deliverance. O Lord, hearing these words, Bhaktivinoda has come to your lotus feet. Weeping, he tells the story of his life. Emona dormati সংসার ভিতরে পড়িয়া আছিন আমি তবনে যজন কোন মহাজনে পাঠাইয়া দিলে তুমি তবনে যজন কোন মহাজনে পাঠাইয়া দিলে তুমি দয়া করি মোরে পতিতা দেখিয়া কহিল আমারে গিয়া ও হে দিন জন শুনো ভালো কথা উল্লসিত হবে হিয়া তোমারে তারিতে শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য নবদ্বীপে অবতার তোমাহীন কত দিনহীন জানে করিলেন ভব পার বেদের প্রতিজ্ঞা রাখিবার তরে রুক্ম বর্ণ বিপ্র সুত মহাপ্রভু নামে নদিয়া মাতায় সঙ্গে বাই অবধূত নন্দ সুত যিনি চৈতন্য গোসাই নিজ নাম করি তারিল জগৎ তুমিও যাইয়া তারিল জগৎ তুমিও যাইয়া লোহনে জপরে ত্রাণ লোহনে জপরে ত্রাণ সে কথা শুনিয়া আসিয়াছি না তোমার চরণ তলে ভক্তি বিনোদা ও কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া ও ভক্তি বিনোদ কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া আপন কাহিনী বলে আপন কাহিনী বলে হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম হরে রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম হরে রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম রাম হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম রাম হরে হরে হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল Sachinandan Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Bhaktivinoda Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga-Gīti-dhārā Śrīla Bhaktivinoda-Ṭhākura Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Gurudev Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Param Gurudev Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Pardas Raghunath Shar Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai Jai Shri Swaparshad Shri Gaur Hari Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopigan Ki Jai Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai all the Śaraṇāgati Kirtans of Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Ki Jai Jai the Laghu Chandrika Bhashya of Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Shira Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's Kalyana Kalpataru Gitavali and Gitamala Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Vrindaya Tulsi Devaya Priyaya Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhu Bhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams everybody. Hare Krishna. Hari Bo. So I think tomorrow what I'm going to do the same thing, go through all these songs, but I'm going to sing every line twice so that you can hear it, and I'll try to sing it more simply so that so then you can hear it once. And also during that time while I sing the line, you could also read the translation of the verse so that you know what you're singing. And then when I sing it the second time, then you can sing it along with me to learn the melodies. So yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. Yeah, Dandavat Pranams, Ashray Prabhu, Madhavendra Puri Prabhu, Manjulali Didi, Celia, if that's how you say your name, Hare Krishna. Yes, okay, great. Shri Devi Didi, Sarveshwari Mataji, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Shubhananda Prabhu, Champak Mataji, Archana Didi, and there are a bunch of other devotees. They left, but pranams to everybody who... Oh, and let's see on YouTube and Facebook. Ganga Mataji, Satya Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, Rukmini Didi, Vidyalalasa Didi, Amit Dandekar, Krishnamai Didi, Shruti Gauranga Didi, and Pramila Mataji, Haribo. Oh, and Shruti Gauranga Mataji says, Amar Jivan is the song which reflects the real condition of everyone. We should recite daily to vanquish the false ego completely and avert Vaishnava Parad and cultivate love for other Vaishnavas. Yes, wow, very beautifully said. Thank you. All right, so also in our evening Zoom sessions where we just sing through the songs, we're going to start over from the beginning again. So we'll sing everything that we sang this morning, which I think is good. A lot of revision is good. So if anybody wants to join that, that's exclusively on Zoom. I'm not recording them anymore also, but that starts at 9 p.m. India time, if anybody wants to join that. All right, Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Shubhananda Prabhu and Champak Didi. Yeah, all right, Hare. Oh wait, actually before I end, does anybody have anything that they want to mention, any question or anything? If not, then we'll just end it here. All right, so see you tomorrow, Hare, or this evening.